Today is Wednesday. Yes, Changing My Attitude Wednesday. And it is also September the 1st. September the 1st. I pray that you are having a really, really great day. And we are going to get this party started. So go and get your material, get your Kindle, or textbook, or whatever you're using. And the textbook is Attitude is Everything, and you know it's by Keller. Okay? And we are talking today about just your words. What have you been repeating lately? What is it that is causing you to want, somebody would want you to repair something in their home or fix something for them? Is there anything like that happening with you right now? I have a phone. Guys, this is what you call I don't know what you want to call this phone. It's a track phone. That's what it is, right? A simple track phone. Yeah, look at that. Okay? Anybody remember these phones? Anybody have a flip phone? Anybody remember these phones from back in the day? Yeah. And you know, I can remember I used to operate it with no trouble. So I wanted to get a second phone because I don't have a landline phone, right? And all I have is my cell phone. So I thought, you know what, I need like a little backup phone. Yeah, you know. And so I went and ordered this backup phone, this little deal right here, right? And of course I know how to operate it. So I'm going to get it and I'm going to just, know how to push the little buttons here, and I'm going to be able to get to the internet on here, and you can even, I can do some stuff, right? Well, I have one weakness, and my weakness is before my husband passed away, okay, when he was alive, what I used to do, what I would go and no matter what I bought, be it technical in any kind of way, right, I would bring it home, I would put it on the table and say, okay, here it is. And then he in turn would take it over, right? So he would put it together, read the instructions, do all the things that need to be done. And then he'd say to me, okay, it's ready to go. Well, he's not here now, right? And so I have to do these things. So now with my smartphone and all these things, because I am technically inclined. I love computers. I love doing stuff. I can figure things out. But I have a weakness. It seems like the simpler the thing is, it's the most challenging for me. And I tell you, I get it. I get this thing at night, and I'll fumble with it, just trying to get the internet going. They send you what they call easy instructions. This is not funny. This is pathetic, seriously speaking. But how many of us, we will say things like, I just can't seem to do it. There's no way I can figure this out. This won't work for me. I can't do it, right? And we get this. This was way back in the day with this phone, people. I've had it now for about maybe 2 weeks. So when I get a free moment, I start doing stuff, and I start pushing all the buttons, and I start reading things. And then I said, maybe I should call customer service. Oh, Lord, don't laugh at me. Then see, can I get them to help me get this working? Anyway, guys, we have to watch our words, okay? So my language has to be now, I can fix this phone, okay? I can do this. Guys, when we do these lessons, I'm not telling you something that, yes, we're doing a book review, but it's reality. These are things that we really face. These are things that we go through with every day. Amen? You might not have this little phone. You might have something else, but this is where we are. So our words, we have to really, really watch our words and how we're using them. So just in case you're just coming in, let me stop and say thank you, thank you, thank you. We are over 1,000 subscribers. Yay! Glory be to God. We are over 1,000 subscribers. It is because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and we're growing, we're growing, we're growing. So whatever you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, like and share. Okay, you already know about our album, No Longer Bound. You know how to get it. If you don't, you know how to inbox me to get this. All right. So listen, I want to go back before I read where we are today. I went back and I wrote down some quotes from some of the past lessons that we had gone through, talking about words. Do you remember the one that we talked about? Thoughts will lead to words, leads to beliefs, leads to actions, leads to results. I don't know if you remember that. We did one of those, okay? You can go back and get a video. The quote was, words are, of course, the most powerful drug used by mankind. Anybody remember that quote? And that was by Rudyard Kipling, Kipling. That's his quote. I went back and found another one, and it says, the words you consistently select will shape your destiny. I don't know if you remember that one. That was in one of our lessons. That one was by Anthony Robbins. And I did another one that says, repeat. Oh, yeah. That's where we are today. Repeat anything often enough, and it will start to become you. Anybody remember that? Repeat anything often enough, and it will become you. Tom Hopkins. You know, every time I read that, I think about my late mother. She only had a third grade education, but she would come up with some of the best sayings through her years of wisdom. I mean, she lived to be 101, and you would listen to her. She wouldn't say a lot sometimes, but when she would come out with a word, a thought, it was worth listening to. And she used to say a simple thing like, your words are yourself. Think about that. Your words are yourself. Our words is who we are. Our words are our bond. Our words. Yeah. And then, of course, mostly everyone that is a Bible scholar, or sometimes even if you're not a Bible scholar, you probably remember this one. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. So what is happening with our words? In what are we saying? What are we repeating? What are we repeating? What are you repeating? Are you repeating that I'll never get this thing to work and I might as well just throw it into the garbage? You know? Are you repeating that I'm just not good enough? I can't do it. I'll never be able to fix this. I can't fix the sink, the tire. Can't repair whatever is happening here. I just have never been good at it, and I'll never be able to do it. We really don't. Let me read what the author says here, because he's saying something important. Sounds kind of, might not relate to you, but if you listen to it, I think you'll be able to apply it. He brought it forth like this. Why you don't want me to fix anything in your home? That's what he's saying, okay? He said when it comes to home repairs, the ones of you that are reading the book, when it comes to home repairs, he says, I'm lost. It says, you want me to replace a faucet or fix something in the toilet tank? He says, I'd have a better chance at reaching the top of Mount Everest. That's his words. He said, carpentry or electrical wiring? He said, I haven't got a clue. He said, you want me, he said, you want to know my ultimate Achilles heel? You know what your Achilles heel is, right? The back of your foot, the ankle, that, yeah. Man, when that, if it's hurt or cut, you are not going to be functioning any kind of way very good? Yeah. Yes, very important. All right? He says, it's those instructions sheets that explain how to assemble something that you've just taken out of the box. I got all kinds of instruction sheets for this thing. It says, you know what I mean, those black and white booklets and references to figure 10A. I got one in Spanish. It's in everything there. That shows you a claim to show you where all of the nuts and bolts go and how all the parts fit together, how you just push, this thing and hold it and click this one over here, click that over there. You'll be able to get on the internet. You'll be able to work this little old bitty track phone. He says, instruction sheets have the same effect on me as kryptonite has on Superman. Everybody know what Superman does with kryptonite. It just melts him to nothing. He's a weakling. If you recall the old Superman programs, the villain would shoot bullets at Superman and the bullets would bounce off his chest harmlessly. But there was one substance that Superman could not defend himself against, and that was kryptonite. Okay? He says, whenever the bad guy held up a piece of kryptonite, Superman got wobbly and began to lose his power. Well, when I see an instruction sheet, this is the author, he says, I get weak in the knees and lose my power. Well, I don't get weak in the knees, but I can get a little discombobbled and befuddled sometimes because there's so many of them. He says, I just know it's useless for me to even look at it. There's no way I'm going to understand it. So I put down the instructions and yell for the Lord to come in and show me what to do. I just told you that. I would put down the instructions and yell for Ben to come in and show me what to do. Come in and put this together. I would no. I wouldn't ask him to show me what to do. I would just give it to him to put it together. Thank God I'm better now. At least, guys, it might take me a few more weeks, but I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. Okay? All right. So he says here, how did it come to this? I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the world. I don't claim to be the smartest woman. He says, but I consider myself to be reasonably intelligent. He said, am I missing some gene for home repairs that other people were given? No, that's not it either. The answer is quite obvious, and here's my answer, and I'm changing it today, y'all. It says, for the last 40 years, I have repeatedly said I'm not good at mechanical things. And I used to say, I'm not good at fixing these technological things. I used to say that. I would throw the thing away. No, don't throw it away. I can fix it. Okay? He said, and lo and behold, after 40 years of using negative words, I developed a strong belief that I can't do these things. And you really, after a while, start believing what you say. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It just doesn't work for me. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to make it work. Huh? What are we repeating? He said, do you see how I created this situation by not being careful about the words I used? And the truth is, I could eventually reverse this trend if I start using positive words about my ability to make repairs. Didn't I tell you guys, I had to do this last class with my kids. We took the word can't, wrote it, put it on the ground and stumped it, and we said can't is dead. Yeah. And we started saying can do, and I can do, and I can. Well, I want you to know whenever you teach something will come up to have to, it'll come back to you like a boomerang. And so I have to say I can. And I'm a determined person. The ones of you that don't, if you know me, I'm determined. I will keep going after it until I get it. Now, I'll kind of kick myself because it'll probably be so simple. And I'm like going, why did you take all of that time to do that? And you could have, right? But the point of it is changing my wordage, changing my verbiage. That's what this is all about. We got a few more minutes here. It says, scientists' words are worth looking at. This is in your book. It said, years ago, I read an article about Kent Cullers, a scientist who headed NASA's search for the extraterrestrial intelligent project. Cullers, who had a doctorate in physics, was developing software that searches for radio signals indicating the presence of other life forms in the universe. It said, sounds like a little Star Trek, you know? But make no mistakes about it. This is some petty technical scientific research. And yet Cullers had a physical challenge to contend with, okay? Let me tell you how he describes it. He refers to his condition as, quote, a trivial affliction and just barely an inconvenience. What is Culler's particular physical challenge? A touch of arthritis or an occasional migraine headache? Listen, people. You know Stevie Wonder's blind? Well, Kent Cullers is blind. That's right. He's blind. Isn't it incredible that someone can describe blindness as a little trivial affliction or just barely an inconvenience? Listen to this quote. In words or seen, the state of mind, character, and disposition of the speaker. The author to that is Plutarch, Plutarch. By using these words, Kent Cullers is empowering himself to achieve great things. He doesn't give any power to his limitations. We can't get, you can't feed on it. The more you think negative, the more you keep repeating the negative, the more you're giving it strength. It said he doesn't give any power to his limitations, and as a result, he is able to transcend them and accomplish more than those who have their sight. This man is blind. Stevie Wonder is blind. There's other people that are blind. But they didn't let it stop them. Stevie didn't, he couldn't have. Apparently he just said, I'm blind and I can't. I'm blind and I can't. I'm blind and I can't. Can't you see that I'm blind and I can't? Kent Cullers, apparently he says just a little light affliction. It's a trivial deal, nothing to it. I'm blind, but I can. I'm blind, but I can. Stevie says, I'm blind, but I can. What are we repeating today, people? What are we repeating? Oh, man, this is deeper than you would think. Okay, we're about to close. He says, what obstacles are you facing in your life right now? Imagine the power you could unleash if you saw them as just barely an inconvenience. Instead of an insurmountable barrier. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. What are you bound by today? A trivial inconvenience. I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to change what I'm saying. I'm going to change what I'm repeating. Yes, I can say, okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this phone to work, and I'm just going to put it down and forget it because I can't do it. No, I can, and I will. I can, and I will. It's simple. This is no challenge. It's a simple little pitiful track phone. I can read the instructions, and I can do it. I don't have to put it down. I don't have to give it to somebody else. I can and I will. What are you repeating today? For me, it's a simple little track phone. What is your challenge today? For Stevie Wonder, it was blindness. He said, I can and I will. For our guy Keller, blindness. I can and I will. Many people, they need to get out of the wheelchair and walk. I can and I will. Many people need to graduate from high school. I can and I will. Many people need to overcome their diabetes. I can and I will. Many people need to just say, my attitude stinks. You know what I mean? I've been negative all my days. I just thought I'm shy. I'm just shy. There's things that I want to do, but I'm shy. But I can and I will. I will not give up. I can do it. Hello, sis. I can and I will. What are you repeating today? Let's change it. So with me and my little track phone, I can and I will. With you and whatever challenge you're facing today, I pray that you will change your wordage, change your verbiage. I can and I will. I can and I will. What are you repeating? Not the negative, but the positive. This is your girl, no longer bound. Let's not pray you're no longer bound by negativity. And we welcome you to the No Longer Bound family. Thank you for coming. We will see you next time. Thank you.